What is the difference between equity instruments and debt instruments? When you talk about difference between equity instrument and debt instrument, the difference can be on account of ownership. Equity holders are owners of the company, whereas the lenders are not owners of the company. So debt instrument, holders of the debt instrument are the lenders, and lenders are not owners of the company. As regard the risk, equity is a high risk capital and debt is relatively low risk capital. It's a low risk capital because lenders invariably will secure themselves against the assets of the company before extending any loan facility. That is not applicable in case of equity holders. They do not get any security from the company for the money that is they are putting into the company by way of equity. As regards the return on equity are variable, meaning what? Meaning company does not make profit, company will not pay dividend. Company makes profit, but then company can still decide not to pay dividend. Whereas in case of debt, it is generally fixed. So whenever there's a debt, the rate of interest is always fixed. It may be fixed or it may be floating, but the rate of interest is always there. So the return for the lenders are always there, but return for the equity shareholders are variable depending on number one, whether the company has made profit or not, and number two, whether the management of the company or the owners of the company wish to take dividend or plow that profit back into the business for further growth of the company. Number four, maturity. So equity instrument has got no fixed maturity. Rather, equity instruments are issued for infinity. They are issued for infinity, whereas debt instruments will have a प्री-फिक्स्ड मैच्योरिटी. तो डेट इंस्ट्रूमेंट का एक टेनवर होता है 5 साल 10 साल 15 साल 20 साल 100 साल, बट इट हैज़ गॉट अ टेनवर, whereas in case of equity instrument there is no fixed maturity, it is issued for infinity. Number 5, liquidation hierarchy. सो लिक्विडेशन हायरार्की का मतलब क्या है कि अगर ये कंपनी किसी कारण से बंद होती है तो किसको पहले पैसा मिलेगा. So remember, in case if companies goes in for liquidation, then the lenders will get the higher profit preference in getting their money back. It's only after all the dues and the lenders and the creditors of the company are paid, अगर अब कोई पैसा बचता है, that money will go to the equity holders and not otherwise. Number 6 is voting right, and which of course is very very important. The equity holders have a voting right, so they are the one who take decisions about the company. They are the ones who pass the resolution. Lenders generally will not be eligible. Not generally, lenders will not be eligible for voting in any case. However, in certain cases, there may be a provision in the loan agreement that in case if company makes certain kinds of defaults, then the debt can be converted into equity share. And when the debt is converted into equity share, the lenders become shareholders. And when they become shareholders, they will automatically acquire voting rights as well. And number 7 is cost of capital. So cost of capital in case of equity is higher than the cost of capital in case of debt. And this I am sure friends we have discussed earlier. So we know it very well that equity is always more expensive than the debt. So the cost of capital as far as equity is concerned, it is much more and than the cost of debt. So these are the 7 parameters on which we can differentiate between the debt instrument and the equity instrument. So what these 7 parameters are, let me sum it up. Number 1, ownership. Number 2, risk. Number 3, return. Number 4, maturity. Number 5, liquidation hierarchy. Number 6, voting rights. And number 7, cost of capital. So on these 7 parameters, we can differentiate between debt capital and equity capital.